I like to handle my mans the same way I handle my wood. With a chop!
Thanks to Brian C. for sponsoring today's episode of Battle Brothers. If you guys want to sponsor an episode, link in the description down below. You can get one of whatever the hell this thing is. Good deal. Anyway, enjoy the episode, and thanks to Brian C.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to day 4. We need to do a Brian proud, and I have thought about exactly how to make that happen. In case you missed up on last episode, we ended with 0 armor, we got 7 tools, but we need something like 20 plus to repair everything. We've got almost 0 hit points, and we got a wound. So we obviously cannot fight here. Actually, we have 11 tools, but we're going to need 27, so that's the numbers on that. We're going to try to avoid this since it's the afternoon. We're going to come over here, hit the mountains, and walk through them, even though it's slower than going through the forest. That'll allow us to see further with the mountains into the forest, so we can see what's going on in case we're going to get ambushed by spiders or something, which would be end of the campaign. And we randomly got 2 fatigue for climbing on the mountains. And who the heck is Eugene? I didn't rename my own character? What the freaking bananas is this? All right, whoopsie daisy. Also, no one's pointed it out in the comments yet for the last episode. Maybe by, I just posted it like 4 hours ago though, maybe by tomorrow. Anyway, +2 fatigue. Hell, I'll take it any day of the week. Over here we see disappearing villagers. I'm sure that means this quest is going to be for beasts, so we're not going to do that. It would be a death sentence. Because of disappearing villagers, tools are too expensive. Yep. Okay. So our next strategy plan here, we're going to need to get another application of the training hall, and the only training hall I'm aware of was way back here where we started in Wildbergfest. So we're going to go there. Along the way, we'll hit up Oldstadt, see if anything's there. I kind of doubt it, though. And that's it. Whoa! Actually, I was walking back over here to Wildbergfest. I had stopped at Oldstadt, and they had some expensive tools. It was like 350. They had a quest to escort a caravan over here to Hammerden. But just as we get over here, I see 3 brigands on the run. A few raiders. Interesting. I wonder if it would be possible for me to chase them. Our hit points are taken care of, but our pierced hand has not. This would be some loot, maybe, although this company with a few arbalisters would probably just wreck them. I'm going to say that actually isn't worth the time. If I attack them by myself, they'll wreck me. So, we'll just let that go, and we'll wander in here just at dawn on the morning of the 6th. Oh, they have a rebuilding effort. So it's going to be 560 more for more veterans lessons. Let's sell our assaults. We'll sell basically everything I don't intend to use any seconds. Okay, there. I do want to start collecting gear, even if it's just gambesons for now. We'll sell... Well, the meat's actually worth nothing. I guess we'll just hold on to it. It's going to spoil, though. This meat goes bad in 6 days. I doubt we'll even eat all the way through that. I do want to start holding on to spears and gambesons for the eventual thing where we start recruiting more mans. For now, though, veterans lessons and whatever we have left over is going to go into tools. And there we go. That's all we can afford. 40 tools. Or, if I sold everything, including the gambesons, I could buy a little bit more. But we really don't need to right now. So, we need to find a nice thing that we can attack that's going to give us a lot of experience. We have 60 hours. We could probably spend a day and a half walking back to this camp, which I think is a smart idea. Or, because I don't want to get ambushed, we could just camp here for, let's say, a day. Heal up at least a little bit. We are completely safe here right next... Whoops, I didn't mean to go in here. We're completely safe right next to this company that's camping outside here. Perfect. I feel like we've prepared enough. We've got about 36 hours, yeah, 34 hours or so. I'm going to move out before it hits really late in the evening. And we'll run back. Oh, those 3 raiders got wrecked, apparently. We'll run back across here. Should be fine. I don't think any wolves are going to come jumping out of here. when we just walked back there a day ago. And then we'll go back down here and kill that camp, which we now, by the way, have a ambition for because I grabbed it while we were running around on the streets. We're going to show up at nighttime with 6 hours and 2 tools remaining. 93%. We're probably okay. Let's see what the absolute value of that is. 95% now. We're literally talking like an hour. We'll just camp it out. 1 tool, 1 hour. And there we go. The last tool doesn't tick away for whatever reason, but we're now good. This should be many thugs in the night. Yep, some thugs. Oh, it's actually changed to... Oh, it went from some thugs to now many thugs and a poacher. This is actually good for us. This is more experience. Okay. So there's 8 of them total, so 7 thugs. We see 2 with clubs. I can't hit the 2 with clubs, unfortunately. I could fall back here, but then I'm going to get clubbed next turn. I think smarter move is actually fall back looking for another piece of elevation somewhere else. Anywhere else, really. Taking something like that and then allowing the club guy to walk up at the beginning before we're confident is not the best idea. Okay. Well, we're running out of space. Oh, beautiful. If I had to fight them on the low ground, it would have been the worst thing in the world. Now, they're still going to be able to get 2 clubs on us, but we'll have elevation. Then we can get hopefully confident. Hopefully they don't knock us out on the first attack. It's not going to have the highest odds here. 16. Okay, this guy's going to come up there. Clubby Bubby, that was a 21. 26. He hit, but he didn't knock us out because he would have failed the 76% roll. Whew. All right. We're in a business, friends. The 3 easiest... We have to go for the Clubby Bubbies first. Elevation. 95, 95, 95. Whoa. Boy. Fun times. We're confident, but only actually 2 of them are wavering. But one of them is the clubby guy. Now, they're going to have better odds because they're surrounding us. So hopefully this guy doesn't stun us with some sheer luck. Oh! Oh, there goes our confident and our elevation. This could be extremely bad if he stuns us. The Golden Dagon tried for the stun, the stun, the stun! 40, 40, 40. Admittedly, we did get a little bit lucky there, though to be fair, we've got so much hit points and armor. I think we still would have been able to kill these guys fine. The difference is we would have wasted a lot of tools repairing, and now we're not going to. Because we've got a 75, a 95, and a 95. Fun times with murder. Look at the heads roll. Oh, what the? 23% arrow. Whatever. We're confident. They're wavering. This guy's breaking. Oh, that guy's running. What are you doing? He's at 223s. Sorry, I normally wouldn't commentate so much on this. It's just that... Oh, you made a move. Show me your moves. All right, game over. Come back, poacher. This guy has seriously hit 23, 23, 35. The only thing he hasn't hit was like one other 23, I think. And at long last, one more head for the bucket. 1168 experience. And we picked up salt, 2 full things of roots and berries, dried fruits. That is one hell of a result right there. All right, that's 1 out of 3 battles that we have our veterans level lessons on. That actually brought us very close to 5,000 experience. If we had gotten that initial 200 from the first battle, I think the bleed out, the wound, the neck wound on the very first battle of this campaign caused someone to bleed out, and I think we didn't get kill experience for that. If we did, I think we would have been level 7 right now. Regardless, At this point, it's just about finding more brigands, and the best place to find brigands is probably down here in Koenigshaven. That, or we could... You know what? Let's actually come up here, because I think... Yeah, Grunfort has a lumber camp, and on the way down here, I noticed Olbstadt had a rebuilding effort. So let's actually go left to right, and then we'll hit up that sale of lumber over there. How are we doing on repairs? 67, we're fine. If we get ambushed or whatever, we can probably handle it. Unless it's spiders in the forest. Ambush trade route, you say? Sounds to me like there's brigands about. 470. It's a lot of money for brigands. There they are in the swamps. Let's go. Oh, wow. A few poachers and many thugs. This is perfect. We've got 17 hours and 4 tools till we're at 100%. I want to fight those guys for sure. Even in the forest would be ideal for me. But I want to do it at nighttime since they've got a few poachers. So we'll fall back a smidgy and we'll probably camp over here. All right, we gained high spirits as well. Oh! Wow, I meant to hit space there. I luckily clicked that before we ran out of it. Nighttime. Perfect. Back we go. Brigands. Beautiful. Brigands in the forest at night. I'm going to just take the hill where we are and just let guys come to us. Well, no sense in waiting too much. Oh, hello, friend. How's it going? Oh, actually, there was sense in waiting too much. I ran next to 2 clubby bubbies. That's scary, but they can't surround us even if they do knock us out. Yeah, he tried. He hit, but he failed to 75% again. He hit a 21, though, for that to happen. I forgot that we were in the... We were moving from grassland into forest, and that actually made it 4 AP, so we couldn't attack. I just forgot because I saw the grassland tile and I didn't notice. That was a mistake moving. I should have stayed there. Regardless, 95 miss. And he hits and stuns on another 21. Whew. Please stop stunning me on 21s and hitting 26s. Finally. I think he's fatigued out. I don't have to worry about him as much. We can only strike now. I need to go for this one because he's actually got fatigue to go for stuns. Beautiful. There's the wavering. A little bit of a fright in this battle, thanks to that stun and the 95 miss. You can still only... I know what I've noticed about these stunners is that once they get fatigued out, they only ever go for a single attack, at least when they're thugs. They never go for a second stun. So I can actually safely ignore him now and go for the axe guy who can chew more armor off. Or I could go for the dagger guy, but he keeps swinging 6%, so I'm not too worried about that. This axe guy, I don't know if we'll kill him or not. We are confident, so let's go for it. Beautiful. Axe guy again, 95! Okay, he's wavering, that's good. That 36 head to hit. I think I'm going to show this whole battle because it's pretty tense. They're swinging 23, 23, 17, 17, 12, 12. Not too bad, though. Crash! Easy game. Sick of this guy going for Pierce. This new guy can go for stuns. Ergo. This guy has hit like 4 or 5 of those 13s. It's pretty ridiculous. Too bad it didn't do him very much good. Wow, another 17. It's crazy, these ones. Well, this is way, 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 way bloodier of a battle than I would have liked. But 1-3-3-5 experience. Crazy RNG there. The miss on the 95, followed by the stun on the 21. Followed by like at least 6 or 7 of those 13s. Granted, they took quite a few of them, but a lot more of them hit than I would have expected. Now we're going to have to camp before we go out there to take care of this mission. And I think Helfenstein's probably no safer to camp in than any other place in the world. We're looking at 75 hours and 23 tools. Okay, we're not even going to be able to repair it to full, actually. And I'm thinking, can I take the sword off? No, it's just our armor. We did get a level, though, so let's bump this up. Whew, nice max roll, beautiful. More fatigue, more melee defense, awesome. Battle Forged it is. I was thinking about this before the game today, or before I started playing. And Berserk, it's really only helpful once we get the Brawny. We're starting to get somewhere with fatigue at 79, but I really think Battle Forged, Brawny, Berserk. That's probably the sequence we'll go in. Then we'll be able to get way more use out of Berserk. And if nothing else, Battleforge will help us conserve tools, which is becoming a really big issue right now. So already, level 7, we are only 800 experience away from level 8. Which is not much. Oh, hello, at Helfenstein. The pub is full of drunk denizens sloshing about, cheering, singing, and carousing with the womenfolk of either wench or wife or whore. A man with a lute dances and plays, another with metal cymbals crashes overhead, while a fat man booms with songs of battles or love, and whether a tale of victory or defeat, they provoke rounds of ale and more merriment all the same. You leave the pub and enter the next building over. A wind whistles down a pew-filled nave as you stand at the door. A man sweeping the stone floor looks up for a time, then continues with his work. Another man cheerfully crosses the room and asks if you'd like to play. You decline, and he purses his lips and crosses his arms. The crowd next door roars with drunken delight, as though to make a mockery of you both, and then he moves on. You stay for a moment longer, and then leave and go back out to the town center and squat on a series of steps. It seems there used to be a statue at the top of these steps, but vandals and raiders alike have made short work of another's artisanry. You fall asleep there at the foot of impermanence. Waking from a nap, you find a young man at the bottom of the steps. He says he knows you're a knight, and he's come to offer his service as a squire. Yes, I have never seen this before. What can you do? I wonder. The man stands up straight. I know how to sharpen steel and mend leather. I can disassemble and reassemble heavy and light armors both, no matter how complex or simple, and I can do it fast if we have a horse. You interrupt. I walk. Shifting uneasily on his feet, the man continues. All right, well, I can cook. I can cook a fine meal, whether I got the ingredients or not. I make do, and that's about it. But I'm willing to learn. Have you killed anyone, you doofus? The man shakes his head. Ain't never killed no one, sir. All right, friends. Puriel, welcome. Welcome to the squad. I didn't actually want to do this, but whatever. You ask the man his name. He swallows nervously. Puriel, sir. You nod. Well, all right, then. I'll take ye with me. He smiles. That's it? You nod. That's it, kid. Puriel looks around. All right, what now? You lean back against the stone steps. You follow me. Right now, I'm going to take another nap. If you're still around when I wake, well, then you've passed your first test, defeating boredom. And now, I drink. All right, what the heck just happened? Puriel is he hates the undead. He's sure-footed, so 5 melee defense. He's not great, but he's not terrible. He's got 59 hit points with skill, double fatigue with 101 base, 6 melee defense with no skill, and 60. He's actually pretty good, to be entirely honest. Puriel, welcome to the squad. Now, I'm not going to use Puriel. I'm going to stick him in the back and feed him for a long time. And the reason is I want to experience stack on myself until I get to level 11. But I will not mind feeding this man. He is really not bad at all, to be honest. Actually quite strong. His melee attack will end at 81. Melee defense, if I were to go into it, will end at 26, I believe. If we went into hit points, I don't think we will, though. We'll just keep it as it is. We'll put everything into fatigue, and he'll end at 141. He'll make a fairly decent tank, I reckon. I don't think he's going to be long for the two-handed world this time around, though. Decided to buy the tools, even though it's currently caravan ambush. They were only 243, and we were gonna be negative by 4. And I figure Puriel actually charges money now, 21 crowns a day, so we have to make sure we can pay him, and we can probably pay him with a pitchfork and a clubby bubby. So there we go. All right, we'll heal up for a little bit more, and then we're off to go deal with that camp, and we should be pretty well off once we get it done. Okay, we're very near here. We've only got 7 more. Oh. We must have seen something else down here. Yeah, an unearthed tomb, it looks like. I can't quite see because of the clouds down there. But I'm going to camp right here on the ground in case we do get ambushed in the, 6 seconds I'm sitting here. 1 hour. 1 hour. Beautiful. I don't know what these guys have, so I just assume attack them at nighttime just in case. Since it's near nighttime anyway. There we go. Into the swamp. 100%. Everything's ready to go. If we can pull this off with veterans lessons, we should automatically have either Brawny or Berserk. I'll probably go Brawny. Or actually maybe even Killing Frenzy. Seven mans. This'll do it. We're on the swamp. We're on the high grounds. You really can't get better than this. Beautiful. Not one clubby bubby. Come on, friends. Cordial greetings all around. Woo. Did I say all around, or did I say murder? It's so much fun. It's so... Look, they're trying to knock me into the swamp. This guy just hammers me in the head, and I'm like, are you a dopey or a dopey? Please answer question now. Oh, God, he's the only one left. That was easiest game you guys have ever seen. Ever seen. Just standing on a pile of corpses in the middle of the swamp. 1, 2, 2, 5. Boom! Now we're talking. 9 tools. We got a bandage. Not that that makes any difference. Couple of small things. Who cares? Amazing. I don't even know if we took any wounds there. Plus, we get 470. We got another level. Yeah, we barely. 87, 87. Absolutely barely. Boom. Plus 5, plus 4, plus 3. We're up to 91 attack now. This is absurdity. I think I might want to go for Killing Frenzy first, to be honest. 84 fatigue is sufficient. It's probably better than Berserk, because we almost always get a kill to go confident, and then we do an AoE attack. That's the sequence. So, Killing Frenzy it is. All damage is increased by 25% for 2 turns whenever we get a kill. Boom! That's going to be really nice. We are only 1,600 experience away from level 9, at which point I'm probably going to take Brawny for 12 more fatigue. Plus, we'll likely get another 4 or 5 fatigue. Actually, we're guaranteed to get 4, but we might get 5. And that'll push us up to an absurd amount. Just about, actually, I think over 100. At least, yeah. And then it might be 100 or 101 fatigue, and then after that we go for Berserk. And then lastly, I think I probably take Steel Brow. In any event, let's go back and turn this in. This has gone swimmingly. No longer ambush trade routes. Likely means we can buy cheap tools, which of course whenever we see them, we will. Maybe I should have sold some of my stuff when they had ambush trade routes. I didn't actually think about buying their salt. It's relatively well priced, so we'll yoink it. Gotta make sure we can pay Imperial for a couple of days, so we'll just sell like a random thing he needs. A little bit more. Good, done. That's 2 days of pay for him. Next up, I'm thinking we come to Haag. Then we move up to Grunforce, we buy the wood, and then we bring the wood over here to Albstadt and sell it, where they were in a rebuilding effort last I checked. And one thing we don't do is die to dire wolves. Just gonna give them the slip down here. I'll come out of here before they do, and they'll never know where I went. Okay, it looks like they knew where I went. I had a quest in Haag to hunt down what terrorizes Haag, which is probably those dire wolves, but I don't want to mess with that. Because the wolves are over there, I doubt there'll be anything in this forest. I've just never seen lots of things in forests near each other. More disappearing villagers. Very likely more beasts. Hunt down, yep. We're really not going after spiders in the woods. That is 100% not what we're about. And unfortunately, that means the wood is not worth buying. And now we just make our way back for more veterans training. Caravan should provide a measure of safety. Oh. There's those dire wolves. Sure if they ran into the forest or they got wrecked down here. Either way. Nothing really going on in Albstadt. However, it is a very big city, and they will buy our salts for a surprisingly large amount at 485. So we'll clear out our inventory here of basically everything that we don't want for our mans in the future. Get rid of the lame stuff and hold on to the rest of it. Awesome. This meat is likely to go bad. Spoils in 1 day. It's only worth 3. I guess we won't sell it. This one spoils in 5 days. I guess Pyrdal is actually eating the meat now. I didn't think about that. The cloth's still a little bit expensive over here. One thing I could actually do, just to get the reputation here, is deliver this cargo to Grunforce. I was on my way to the east, but because this is a huge place, it's a size 3. It's not super huge, but it's probably worth getting some rep there, because it's the most likely place we're going to be doing any kind of selling in the future. And who knows, maybe this thing will have its issue taken care of and we can buy wood. Unlikely. And we have arrived in the most ooh, Puriel the Squire. I just saw him there and I got excited for some reason. 725 now for those lessons, but we're going to invest in them. I don't think we have anything else really worth selling here. They do have some tools. We could afford to buy at least one. So we'll stock up on them while we can. Our food is probably fine. 16 food is actually only for 13. Okay, we'll buy a little bit more food then. And there we go. I suppose now we need to do 3 more fights. Now I'm thinking, if we do 3 more fights with veterans lessons, and we get about 1,200 apiece, that's 3,600. That'll put us at 11,000, which I believe is level 9. That is some absurdity, if ever I've seen it, friends. I think that's going to have to be the next episode. Where are we going to go to make that happen? Presumably, we could go to the north. What is up here? A size 4 city. Now, here's the problem with going to the north. There's thralls up there, and they usually are more serious than thugs. However, we can probably deal with them, but once you start getting reavers, it gets really scary. We might get more experience for doing this. I think I might want to avoid the thralls just for a little bit longer, And instead, why don't we come down here? There's probably some bandits along this road. And on our way down here, we can go to Koningshaven, which is a size 4 city by the sea where we can buy some nets and carry a net in our backpack. Not that we'd really want it. Also, there's a workshop here for tools. So if we could do some missions down there. Also, Amber over there. This could be a fairly decent place. What's down? Oh, look at this. Amber. Unfortunately, the place we'd want to sell it would be here, but maybe we could actually sell it in Himmelsburg for a decent price if we can get it over there. Anyway, this seems like the best thing to do for the next episode, I think. 3 really easy battles. When we started, I think we were at 21 kills on 4 battles. Now we're at 7 battles and 45 kills. Absolutely amazing. 3 battles of video, apparently. Not bad. All right, when's we returning? We crash to the southern lands, get a couple of levels, and then probably after that, crash back into the northern lands and fight the barbarians. And then we're level 11 in like 4 episodes? It's insane. Then we have to find... Oh, you know what I haven't been doing at all? Is looking at the mans. I don't want to get disappointed when I find something I want but can't afford them. What we really need to do is find a hedge knight, and that's not going to be easy, and we have to save like 6,000 gold, and we have none. But to be fair, we have been blowing money on training like a frigging madman. Anywho's, that does it for this episode, friends. Progress at its finest. Until the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'll take ye with me. He smiles. That's it? You nod. That's it, kid. Kirill looks around. Oh, all right, what now? You lean back against the stone steps. You follow me. Right now, I'm going to take another nap. If you're still around when I wake, well, then you've passed your first test. Defeating boredom.